in the Black Sea, but there is one hiccup. Washington officials fear that if Kyiv is successful in sinking a Russian ship, then that would end up intensifying the conflict. The White House is considering arming Ukraine with 2 warships. One is Boeing's Harpoon and the other is Kongsberg. The US's reported shipment is in response to Ukraine's request for more advanced weapons that could push Moscow's ships from the Black Sea and allow the shipments of grain and other agricultural produce. Ukraine does not have any such advanced American capability weapons in its artillery. Russia has responded to U.S. plan of further arming Ukraine. Quoting Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov, Moscow's state media said that the Russian army keeps a close watch on such weapons supplies and takes preventive measures. Russia has already suffered losses at sea, notably the sinking of the cruiser Moskva, which was the flagship of its Black Sea fleet. At that time, the Kremlin did not acknowledge the loss of its leading ship. The Russian Defense Ministry even said that the warship was damaged by an accident on board. It claimed that the ship sank in stormy seas while being towed to the port of Sevastopol. As we mentioned before, concerns have been raised in the U.S. that providing long-range weapons to Ukraine has its logistical challenges. Kyiv's forces will need lengthy training, and supplying the weapons to Ukrainian territory will also be at risk of Russian seizure. On top of that, there is a possibility that Moscow will view advanced shipments as an escalation to US's involvement in the conflict. American officials say that some countries in Europe are willing to send the Harpoons to Ukraine, but they are hesitant in doing so. The question at the center is who will go first and who will face the possible Russian backlash. Without giving out names, a U.S. official has said, quote-unquote, one well-stocked country is considering being the first in supplying the Harpoons. Meanwhile, Washington is also trying to chart out a plan for Kyiv to receive the naval strike missile from one of its European allies. The naval strike missile, also called the NSM, can be launched from Ukrainian coast. It has a range of 250 kilometers and takes less than 2 weeks of training. Sources have also said that NSMs are viewed as less logistically difficult than Harpoons. This because NATO allies could loan mobile ground launchers which are available and additionally procure warheads from Norway. Note that all weapons carrying U.S. tech have to be first cleared by the State Department, and that also needs a final green light from the White House.